got diabolical breaking news. Trump revokes the temporary protected status of Somalis in Minnesota. Truly, truly amazing. This is a great, great time to be alive and definitely witness this, because we are going to see some absolute meltdowns happen, and this is going to be great. I absolutely been wanting to see this for a very, very long time. ICE coming to Minnesota and taking away these absolute retarded morons that should not be here. Get them out. Get them out, Trump. Trump is cooking, right? Minnesota under Governor Walz is a hub of fraudulent money laundering activity. I am, as President of the United States, hereby terminating, effective immediately, the temporary protected status program for Somalis in Minnesota. Somali gangs are terrorizing the people of that great state, and billions of dollars are missing. Send them back to where they came from. It's over. President Donald J. Trump. So Donald Trump absolutely cooked with that, right? And has sent these Somalis into an absolute panic, right? Because Somalis are not, those Somalis that are here, that are in the great state of Minnesota under Governor Walz, are here temporarily on a protected status, right? So they are not even officially citizens. They are not even citizens whatsoever. They are here in this state as guests, protected guests, right? First, they came for the gypsies, and I said nothing, for I was not a gypsy. Then they came for the Somalians, and I said, make sure you get all the Somalis. Oh my God, absolutely diabolical, right? We got winning. If you think Cowboys and Indians was fun, wait till we start playing Rednecks and Ragheads. They are going in the comments here, right? Absolutely. It's time for the skinnies to go. Yes. Looks like the cat is off the menu. So Somalians are getting absolutely destroyed by Twitter, by Donald J. Trump, and pretty soon ICE are going to ruin their lives forever, because it is over. It is absolutely over for these Somalians, right? Because apparently these Somalians have been so gracious to steal billions of taxpayer money, taxpayer dollars that we, the American citizens, pay, right? So we are paying these Somalians, and they are stealing billions and billions of dollars from us in frauds and scams. And apparently they're also sending it back to their home country of Somalia, where it ends up in the hands of a Somali terrorist group. I bet you didn't know that, right? I bet nobody didn't know that, right? I bet a lot of people didn't know this, right? Right? I mean, it's just diabolical, right? So here we got Benny Johnson, the world-renowned, right? Minnesota's Somali community has been caught funneling taxpayer dollars to the terrorist group Al-Shabaab overseas by falsely diagnosing children with autism through Medicaid. So they have been using Medicaid to scam us, right? The Medicaid, the SNAP, right? All the American citizens who have suffered getting, less SNAP benefits, or decreased SNAP benefits, decreased Medicaid benefits, all because a lot of it is being siphoned off by these illegals, these foreigners who should not be getting this freaking aid in the first place. Why are foreigners and immigrants, illegal immigrants, getting Medicaid and SNAP benefits? That should be going to the regular American citizen. Make this make sense. Look at the insane spike in the claims. 2018, 3 million. 2023, 399 million. In 5 years, That is insane. How nobody caught this for 5 years is fucking beyond me. That it got this fucking far. That's crazy. Within the same time period, autism centers skyrocketed from 41 to 328, with many of them being in Somali communities. Like, you cannot make this up. So literally the whole entire Somali communities were in on these scams and were doing all these claims to steal money. Truly the most diabolical fraud. And I'm telling you, I'm sorry, you retarded lefty liberals, and I will continue to piss you off because the MAGA right and the conservative right are correct. These immigrants need to go. They need to go. They need to go. Absolutely. Get them out. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia. It's over. Your tax dollars are being stolen and shipped over to people who hate us and want us dead. You should be furious. This is a direct result of careless immigration policies. We must ramp up mass deportations and halt all legal immigration. This is from City Journal. Minnesota is drowning in fraud. Billions in taxpayer dollars have been stolen during the administration of Governor Tim Walz alone. Democratic state officials overseeing one of the most generous welfare regimes in the country are asleep at the switch, and the media, duty bound by progressive pieties, refuse to connect the dots. Of course, they turn a blind eye, of course, right? They don't want this to be exposed, of course. Of course. Right? And the thing is, right, the government or the governor, Tim Walz, who sits here and harps on Medicaid and Medicare, right? While Medicaid and Medicare is being defrauded, is being literally stolen by illegal immigrants, illegal foreigners. But he'll sit here and say, "Oh, we the Democrats who are for democracy, we are here fighting for your health care, your health care rights, your Medicare rights, your Medicaid bills." Absolutely diabolical. While your Medicaid and Medicaid or Medicare is being stolen by illegal immigrants. Amazing. And of course, this is what they don't want you to see. This is what they don't want you to find out. Oh, this is Trump. This is all Trump's doing. The reason why your Medicaid and Medicare is affected is because of Trump. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. So in many cases, the fraud has allegedly been perpetrated by members of Minnesota's sizable Somali community. Federal counterterrorism sources confirm that millions of dollars in stolen funds have been sent back to Somalia, where they ultimately landed in the hands of the terror group Al Shabaab. As one confidential source put it, the largest funder of Al Shabaab is the Minnesota taxpayer. Like, how, as a regular citizen of the United States living in Minnesota, how does it feel finding out that the taxes you pay are going to a motherfucking terrorist group? How do you feel that your money is paying for a foreign terrorist group? That is absolutely diabolical. I would be absolutely furious and going after Governor Tim Walz for this. Right? And this is exactly why this is an absolute diabolical W for Trump, right? And the MAGA right and the conservative right. Absolutely. Get them out. Goodbye. We have more on the right. Hassan and her co-conspirators approached parents in the Somali community and recruited their children into autism therapy services. So they were going around recruiting children into autism therapy like services and sessions. Kids more than likely who didn't even have autism, but they were using them basically as fodder to commit fraud and steal money. It didn't matter, prosecutors suggested, if a child did not have autism diagnosis. Hassan would facilitate a fraudulent one. In a press release announcing the indictment, the U.S. Attorney's Office made clear that the alleged autism fraud scheme extended to a wide network of people. To drive up enrollment, Hassan and her partners paid monthly cash kickback payments to the parents of children who enrolled. The release reads these kickback payments range from approximately 300 to 1,500 per month per child. So they were paying off the parents of the children that they were using to commit fraud, to keep them hush hush, keep them quiet. Here, we'll pay you off. Just keep this under wraps, right? Just amazing, absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. The amount of these payments was contingent on the services DHS authorized a child to receive. The higher the authorization amount, the higher the kickback. Often parents threaten to leave, and the message cuts off there, right? It's absolutely diabolical. We have Betty Johnson posting the full report in the comments. We're not going to go to that there, but we have more. I love American news. I see a pattern. Abu Musa caught stuffing ballots. Omar Fati, voting machine errors. Mohammed Hassan, ballet fraud charges. Hussein Sadman, ballot fraud charges as well. All recent cases of politicians in America. This is from N Wokeness. This is from N Wokeness. I do follow N Wokeness as well, right? This is just absolutely diabolical, right? So we have Trump's recent response that he just gave. Looks like earlier this morning. So let's take a look. Trump torches foreign aid and the Somalia lobby. There's a tremendous amount of money going back to Somalia. What the hell are we paying money to Somalia for? Democrats whine, but Trump moves to act Somali TPS in Minnesota over rampant fraud. America first gaining steam. So, of course, the Democrats are going to be in a tizzy. They're going to be in an outrage because they want to continue funding the fraud. Why? Because they benefit from it, whether it's financially and politically for their positions, right? Because at the end of the day, the Democrats want to keep and hold their positions of power. And how do they do that? By pandering to all the lefty liberal groups, right? All the immigrants, right? That they are allowing to pour in, that they are facilitating to pour into this country. They want to get the votes from these immigrants to keep them in power. That is their whole scheme. That's their whole point, right? To keep them in power, to keep them making millions and billions of dollars in frauds and schemes, right? But let's see Trump's response here.
What did the Somalians have to do with this Afghan guy who shot them?
Nothing, but Somalians, of course, a lot of trouble. They're ripping us.
See, he tries to link these Somalis with the Afghan. Bro, are you absolutely retarded? They are literally unrelated. This, like, you cannot make this shit up with the media. It's absolutely insane.
Go for a lot of money. There's a tremendous amount of money going back to Somalia. What the hell are we paying money to Somalia for? But they're ripping off our country at a level that few people have been able to see before. That's about the only thing. You talk about competence. We have Ilhan Omar, who does nothing but complain about our country and our Constitution. And she
Oh yeah, so we'll get into her too. We're repping to her.
It's practically no country. It's devastated. It's crime-ridden. It's a mess. It's a disgrace. And we took their people tremendously. We're not taking their people anymore. We're not taking their people. And we're getting a lot of their people out because they're nothing but trouble. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
What did the Somalians?
Absolutely diabolical. It's like, what are we paying Somalia for? Absolutely right. What are we paying them for? Get them out. Goodbye. See you later. Au revoir. Sayonara. Absolutely. Goodbye. See you later. You're done. But here we are. We have Representative Ilhan Omar herself, right after Trump makes the announcement that he is ending their protected status and will now start deporting them. The Somali community is freaking out, including including Representative Ilhan Omar, to our Somali communities here in Minnesota and across the country. We see you and we stand with you. None of Trump's lawless threats will ever change that you make our state and country great. See, this is absolutely retarded because they want to sit here and say, "Oh, but we provide for your country. We you know what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Uh, we what is it? We do things for your country." Is basically we that's basically what they're trying. What she tries to say here is that, oh, we basically do things for your country. We provide for your country, and we as a community we have been building up your country, and we are a pillar of your country. No, you're not. No, you're not. Absolutely, no, you're not. I'm sure that a lot of your Somali community is actually and honestly working hard and working an honest life and paying taxes. But you have your retarded extremist Somalis over here who are committing fraud, right, and stealing billions of dollars of money, right? So I'm pretty sure that that small amount of Somalis who are actually doing and providing for the country and benefiting from the country the right way don't make up a whole lot compared to everyone else in this country, right? Especially when majority of you are in Minnesota, right? So let's take a look here. Let's see what her retarded ass have to say.
I am really delighted to see so many incredible leaders and so much of our community here. I want to start with a gratitude by thanking the Minnesota Democratic delegation, Senator Amy Klobuchar, Senator Tina Smith, Congresswoman Angie Craig, Congresswoman Betty McCollum, for strongly speaking in opposition to the hate, to the fear-mongering, and for standing up in unity for the Somali community here in Minnesota and across the country.
Sure, the hate and fear-mongering that you do every day to Trump and the MAGA right, every single day, complaining about the United States of America as a country as a whole, complaining about the United States citizens as a whole, complaining that America is a bad shit country, but apparently you're living here in this country and benefiting from this country, and you're a congresswoman of this country, sitting here trying to say the country is bad. So why don't you get the fuck out? And of course, the retarded lefty liberals all clap together. Yes, Queen.
I also want to thank Governor Tim Walz, Lieutenant Governor Betty Flanagan, Attorney General Keith Ellison, for reminding folks why Minnesota is a great state, because we all stay united and uplift one another.
Which is truly diabolical that she says that, oh, we are all united here in Minnesota. When, if you did not know, the Somali community is actually divided against each other, right? And apparently they have had, they actually have Somali clans. So you have the whole entire community of the Somalis in the Minnesota state, and then inside this community is a bunch of Somali clans that are fighting each other. But we are all united.
And I want to thank the incredible leaders who are behind me, whether they are elected officials or faith leaders or community leaders, for speaking in one unified voice against the scapegoating of a community that has thrived in Minnesota and whom most
Thrive by stealing
have chosen to call this state home. I think I want to speak to a few things. One, I want to speak to what Trump has tweeted and what it means for those of us who call this incredible state home.
That means you're getting the fuck out.
Because facts matter, and facts are important.
Oh, yeah.
It is unfortunate
Facts are you getting the fuck
that
out.
we are led by a president who does not understand the laws of this land.
Really? So, you who aren't from this country, you who immigrated to this country by, and then also getting your brother into this country by marrying your own brother, right? Which is confirmed, by the way. You can go ahead and look that up. Not even from this country, and you're telling the president of the United States, the commander-in-chief, that he does not understand the laws of his own country that he was born in, a natural-born citizen, from a retarded idiot foreigner who has not been born here. It's not a natural citizen whatsoever. Like, you absolutely do not belong here. How do you... This is what kills me. It's like, well, how does she even get this position in Congress? Right, as a representative? I don't understand. Like, she needs to go. Get this motherfucker out of the office. She should not be here. Get her the fuck out and send her back to Somalia. Straight up. Like, every time she opens her mouth saying this type of stupid shit, like, bro, it makes my blood boil. It really does. It really makes me pissed off.
When the president tweets as if he has the authority
Makes me want to crash out, bro.
terminate temporary protected status for Somalis in Minnesota, even little kids in 8th grade know that that is not an authority that the president has and can wield.
Yes, what? Did she just try to use kids as an example to have a gotcha? Like, what is going on? This chick is so stupid. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Temporary status protection for Somalis expires March of 2026, and anyone with that status has 60 days after for it to have any impact on them. And so if you...
Not anymore. It is ended now. And you motherfuckers will start getting deported. So let's go.
are confused, if you feel threatened, know that the law is on your side and our demented president can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you're so scared that
The
you're going to be
other
gone.
unlawful thing that our lawless president is claiming to do so is to terminate that status for only one state, which he has no authority to do so.
It's amazing how much shit talking she does.
For the 300 or so people that are impacted, that currently live in Minnesota and across the country, we see you and we stand with you, and we will make sure we do everything that we can to help make sure that your status is adjusted before March of 2026.
And that is not going to work. So all of you clapping, you won't be clapping here in just a moment. And I'm going to show you. Let's go.
Because you know and I know that there is nothing temporary about people's lives here in the United States.
Oh, yes, it is.
Many of these people that we are talking about
yes,
have built lives.
It's called temporary protected status, and it has been canceled. Goodbye.
They own homes. They own businesses. They are a vibrant part of our communities. And we want to make sure...
Oh, well, sounds like a lot of those businesses were frauds.
Their new home stays their forever home. The second thing I want to speak to is that in this country, we do not blame the lawlessness of an individual on a whole community.
Because it is your whole community. Haha, that's been confirmed, my guy. Your whole community is committing fraud. It's not just one person that you're sitting here trying to downplay it. It's just only one person who's doing it. So you're going to sit here and confirm that it's true that you motherfuckers are doing this shit, but you're going to say that it's only like one person doing it. What kind of a gacha is this? And you retards are clapping like this is a real gacha. Like this is how stupid you are. Amazing. IQ
Because
like
you
30.
believe in law and order. You understand that if a person commits a crime, they face justice. And that you don't put that crime on a whole community. What we also know is that there is not a single evidence that the president or his coonies have put forth that there are any single resource from taxpayers in Minnesota that has gone to aid and abet terrorism. That language is dangerous. That language puts the lives of Somalis not only in Minnesota, but across the country in danger. And if the president believed that and he had evidence, he would take people to court.
Why would he need to take people to court? Why would he need to take foreigners who are not nationals in the country to court? No. You can immediately deport them. Goodbye. See you later. I'm pretty sure he has the evidence, right? I'm pretty sure he has the evidence, right? I mean, if it's been confirmed, right? And he needs evidence. Oh my God.
So we are sick and tired of the president waking up one day and deciding to put forth falsehoods and demonize whole communities.
We are sick and tired of retarded foreigners coming to this country trying to take over our communities and enforce themselves, right? And enforce their bullshit ass ideologies and their shit ass fucking cultures, right? And trying to bring their shitty ass fucking nations over to our nation and change our nation, right? And try to force our American citizens to assimilate to them, right? We are tired of that. We are tired of retarded nationals coming here and scamming us and killing us. We're tired of that, right? We're tired of retarded foreigners coming in here trying to steal our greatest political seats of power here and trying to undermine our country, right? We're tired of that shit. So definitely get the fuck out.
While the ignorant people that support him then take the lies that he's spreading and use it as a fact. We've seen it during the campaign where he said Asians were eating cats and dogs. We've seen his vice president repeat those lies. We've seen the media run it as a headline as if it was a fact. That is shameful. That is shameful. That is ignorant.
You know what else is shameful? You marrying your brother to get him into the country. Absolutely disgusting.
It makes us look like a stupid nation that does not believe in truth but traffics in lies. It makes the world mock us, and we are better than that. We are better than that as Americans.
Your Somali community are not Americans. You may have immigrated here successfully. Your little shitty Somali community that's on a temporary protected status are not Americans.
Somalis are not terrorizing this nation. We are helping it thrive. Somalis have always seen themselves as a fabric of this nation. We have signed up to serve this country and its military.
It's like 1% of the people of this country is Somalians. We are helping the country thrive. Our 1%. We are the fabric. Yeah, we are 1% the fabric of this country.
We have signed up to teach children. We have signed up to become nurses and doctors and engineers. We have signed up.
Y'all little 1% managed to fucking steal billions of dollars. Like, that's absolutely diabolical, bro.
To be public servants and get elected into office. We don't do that because we hate this nation. We do that because we love this nation.
Yes, you love this nation because you love the benefits that we have here. You love the benefits that we give you. And what do you do with those benefits? You take advantage of it and you steal money and send it back to your own goddamn fucking country that you fucking came from, that you apparently was trying to escape from, but you're going to come here and steal money and send it back there. You love this nation though, right?
We do that because we have deep gratitude to the Americans who have given us
you've shown us that gratitude.
To find a new home, to settle in that new home, to find new joys in
You've
that
shown
new
us
home,
all the gratitude that you have.
families in that new home, and to call that new home our own.
Those new homes are going to be empty real soon.
We don't complain on the sidelines. We get involved in making America better. And finally, before I get off this stage, I just want to take a moment because I always jokingly say that Minnesota doesn't just welcome refugees, but it sent one to Congress.
You're going to be out of Congress real soon. Best believe.
But I want most Minnesotans to know this. Majority of us Somalis who are here, as my friend Ali said yesterday, most of us, this was not the first place we came when we came to the United States. But most of us chose Minnesota as our home because Minnesota is special to us. Minnesotans are special to us.
Yeah, because they allow you to easily steal and manipulate and take billions of dollars from the taxpayers.
When we moved from Arlington, Virginia, and came here nearly 30 years ago, none of us decided to move to another state. My siblings and I and my dad, until he died, called Minnesota home.
I can clearly see why.
Because, like I said, Minnesota is special. And I know almost every single elected Somali Minnesotan did not start out in Minnesota, but chose to come here, stay here, start families here, and ultimately serve the people.
Oh, so why did so many Somalians decide to all go to Minnesota? Seems like a coincidence, right?
Who welcomed them into this beautiful state. So not only are we not going anywhere.
Oh, you will.
Not only are we not going anywhere.
That smile's going to be off your face.
We are not going to allow anybody to make us feel less Minnesotan or less American.
It's going to be diabolical once it starts. I cannot wait to see it.
We are not going to allow anybody to push us into the shadows. We're not going to allow anybody to erase our presence and our contribution. And we are not going to allow anyone to scapegoat us. Because as Somalis, what we learned from Minnesotans is that you have to be resilient to thrive in Minnesota. And we are goddamn resilient. Thank you so much.
Absolutely disgusting, diabolical. Retard here who married her brother to get him in the country and is just a straight retard. Don't know how the fuck she even made it to fucking Congress in the first place. I don't know how this shit happens, right? But if anything, it always has to be the radical, stupid, retarded, liberal lefties that makes this happen, right? So we have the diabolical response. Of course, people in the comments are flaming her, right? We sure thing, a $250 million taxpayer-funded fraud scheme tied to members of Minnesota's Somali community, right? So let's take a look here.
A $250 million fraud scheme. Already 77 people, many of them Somali immigrants, have been...
So after the fraud scheme has been exposed, 77 people tied to the Minnesota Somali community have been arrested.
Charged in one of the largest taxpayer-funded scams in U.S. history. Minnesota, home to the largest Somali community in America, has become the center of this massive investigation. This is the Feeding Our Future scandal, a pandemic-era scheme in which defendants allegedly stole over $250 million meant to provide meals for low-income children. Instead of feeding kids, prosecutors say the money went toward luxury homes, high-end cars, jewelry, overseas transfers, and an entire network of shell companies. According to the DOJ, the conspirators submitted fake invoices, fabricated meal counts, and even staged photos to make it look like they were serving millions of meals that never existed. In some cases, they claimed to feed more children than lived an entire neighborhood.
Absolutely diabolical, bro. They literally made believe that they were feeding thousands of people and children, and they weren't feeding anybody at all.
A federal jury found Amy Bach, the founder of Feeding Our Future, and Salim Ahmed Saeed guilty of conspiracy, bribery, wire fraud, money laundering. Federal officials say more arrests may still be coming.
Diabolical, bro. Jesus. Deport Ilhan Omar and the Somalians in Minnesota. If you agree like this, I'm going to like it just for that. There you go, my guy. We got, is this what you're standing with? 7-year-old girl brutally mutilated in mosque. These are the pantries, right? Okay, I don't even know what's going on here. Here, okay, we got more Muslim shit, right? You know. So, of course, we have the lefties, the crazy liberals, the insane diseased, who are backing up the representative congressman Ilhan Omar. Of course, they all band together like the retards that they are, the virus hive mind that they are, right? We got Representative Betty McCollum, another lefty liberal retard, old fossil idiot that needs to resign and get out of office, right? I'm so sick and tired of all these old retards that are in office, right? We absolutely need to get these old, out of touch, crazy, insane lefty liberals, right? Because that's all the mostly what the lefty liberals are these insane retirement home retards, right? That have too much time on their hands. An attack on one is an attack on all. I stand with my fellow Minnesotans against Donald Trump's ugly attacks on our Somali American community. Donald Trump is creating division and chaos to distract from his failure to address the real crisis facing Americans. Right?
Minnesota has been pointed out by the other speakers. We welcome our immigrant neighbors and we treat them with respect and we treat them with dignity. It's been 50 years since the Vietnam War when we welcomed Hmong and Lao war veterans who fought alongside American forces during the secret war in Laos. They were welcomed into our communities. And during the 1990s, during the Somali
let me reference China and the war we had with partnering up with some China community.
War, Minnesota again provided a safe new home for families displaced by extreme violence. The Minnesota immigrant communities are making contributions that make our neighborhood and our nation a better place. Republicans continue to single out Democratic states that follow federal immigration law, turning our neighbors into scapegoats to win votes. I'm ready to get to work, seriously, about fixing our broken immigration system. It's time for the Trump and Republicans to come to the table if they truly care about comprehensive that upholds American values and keeps our country safe. But instead, for months, Trump has been stoking tensions across the country with reckless and illegal mass deportations that violate the essence of America.
So if it's illegal, how come it's happened and he's not in jail? How come he's already deported thousands of people and he's not in jail if it's illegal? It's just so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, why do y'all keep using these words that you know is a false statement? Why do y'all keep making these false statements? It's absolutely retarded. Like, literally, completely bold false statements. If it is illegal, why is Trump not in jail? But you sit here and make these bold statements. Oh, it's illegal. It's illegal. Okay, so why aren't you holding him accountable in the court of law? Oh, wait, you can't because it was not illegal. You fucking retard.
Due process. Across America, he is illegally deploying National Guard at the cost of...
That's what they're going to keep saying. They're illegally doing this. They're illegally doing that. But Trump is not in jail. Trump is not like... My God, it's crazy, bro.
Dollars a day. In Washington, D.C., it's $1.3 billion a day for the deployed National Guard. Now, back to late Friday night, when he hurled an ugly late-night threat against Minnesota's Somali community. You have to ask yourself why. It's because Trump and Republicans are doing nothing to address the real crisis facing us as Americans. U.S. economy is in shambles, the cost of living is soaring, and the Trump and Republicans have created a healthcare crisis, and they failed to deliver on essential heating assistance for Minnesotans this winter. We know that when Donald Trump's in trouble, he always falls back to what he knows, throwing a tax and creating chaos. Americans deserve better than Trump's attacks and his misinformation about what's happening here in Minnesota. Here's the reality. Crime is declining. We continue to be ranked as one of the best states to start a business and raise a family.
Oh, yeah,
and if Trump and House Republicans are serious about addressing the real challenges facing our country, they wouldn't be attacking. They would be listening to Minnesotans, seeing their health care premiums rise, struggling to afford Trump's tax on tariffs, and that affects everything from groceries to gas to heating. I want to be clear. An attack against one of us is an attack against all of us. So I'm proud to stand up for our Minnesota values today with my brothers and sisters. I thank Governor Walz and Attorney Keith Ellison for all that they do to move things forward in court. And I'm so proud to stand with my brothers and sisters in the Minnesota House and Senate. We haven't changed our values since I served here. And let me say it again. An attack against one of us is an attack against all of us. Thank you.
We will all fight together. Oh my God, we all stand together. You attack one, you attack all of us. We stand together. No, I ain't gonna do nothing. It's not gonna do shit. You're not gonna stop Trump. You're not gonna stop the federal government from doing their jobs. They're gonna come in and they're gonna start deport. And there's not gonna be nothing you can do about it. Absolutely diabolical. And I can't wait to see it. We got, absolutely in the comments. You don't feel that you've been attacked by Somalis who are cheating the system and stealing $14 million from taxpayers? Is that not an assault? What about middle-aged white men? Can you stand up for me? Stolen Minnesota tax dollars funded Somali terrorists. So it's absolutely getting inflamed, right? Absolutely getting inflamed by the people in Twitter, in the comments here. Donald Trump is restoring the rules of framework of our republic. You see it as him being a dictator and kidnapping citizens who, without due process. Trump has not violated one single law, only been a strong leader who is tough enough to restore the actual laws. And that's the thing. They're like, Trump is violating the law. Trump is violating the law. Like, and they're talking about Trump needs to follow the law, but they won't state what the actual law is that they're saying that it should be followed, right? What is the actual law that should be followed? But when you sit there and mention the actual law, they sit there and skirt around it. But sit here and keep saying, oh, Trump is violating the law. Trump is violating the law. Won't say what law Trump is violating or what the law should be or if you tell them what the law is, they skirt around it. So it's little stupid, retarded wordplay for dumb, retarded people to fall for it. This is absolutely mind-boggling. Like, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So, of course, we got more lefty liberal Somalians, right? Of course, Omar Mahmoud, right? Imagine crying about a community that's only 1% of the state and 8% of Minneapolis. That's pure weakness. And honestly, as a Somali, I'm proud that such a small population can make such a big impact. Well, that is your double-edged sword, because now you're going to find out that such a small community that is making a big impact and stealing all this fucking money, now you all are going. So there's your big impact, buddy. Right? There you go. Goodbye. You're gone now because you've made such a big impact. And you're sending this fucking money, all this money that you stole, back to your country to a terrorist. What an amazing big impact, bro. Truly the best gotcha moment ever. Absolutely.
Do you want to ask a question behind?
Me? Hi, sir. Happy
Sure.
Thanksgiving.
Hi.
What do the Somalians have to do with this Afghan guy who shot the national?
Nothing but Somalian.
Okay, so we saw this video before of the retarded reporter here asking what does the Somalians have to do with the Afghan incident of the 2 National Guardsmen, which are completely fucking unrelated, right? So we've seen that clip, right? But absolutely diabolical, this retard here. Of course, we have all the lefties supporting each other. Oh, Donald Trump is a fascist. Donald Trump is a fascist. The Somali community is coming together, trying to make their statements, trying to damage control, and it's absolutely not working. It is not going to work. Temporary protected status has been dismantled, right? Because Trump has signed a bill. It has gone into effect, and it is now gone. The Muslim Coalition of Isaiah organized a potluck this afternoon at Carmel Mall for Minnesotans to stand together against Trump's attacks on the Somali community. A community leader named Ali says, "We are not here by accident, and we are here to stay forever." It's absolutely diabolical that you want to come into another country and try to tell them we're not leaving, we're staying here. Like, right? It's just absolutely, you have like absolute big balls to do that shit. Right?
That Minnesotan asked those of us from Somalia is, why did you guys came here? Knowing that the difference in temperature. And it's weird, you know, when you grew up in a 100-degree the whole time in the winter, and then you come minus 20 where you have to check your ears if they're still there. You know? So, and here's what I tell people. It is very unfortunate that today our highest leaders are trying to divide our communities. But I want to tell you one thing. If you're in Minnesota, if you're watching from Florida, Mr. DeSantis, or anywhere else, Mike Johnson, there is nothing like Minnesota law. That's right.
He mentions Florida governor and mayor Ron DeSantis and Mike Johnson as if they agree with you and they support the Somalian community. You really think so? Because I live here in Florida, and I could definitely tell you that they will not support this shit. I wholeheartedly 100% will tell you that they do not support this shit, and I guarantee you that they want you to get deported too. Absolutely. I guarantee you they say, "Hey, get the fuck out." I guarantee you.
Like Minnesota law. The Minnesotans have heart. Minnesota nice is not some made-up word. Minnesota nice is a real thing. People in Minnesota have heart. And there's a reason why some of us were landing in Nashville and San Diego, but we're still not here. We're not here by accident. We're here to stay forever.
Yeah, we absolutely know why. We absolutely know why. All of you apparently have gone to Minnesota. All of you. Like what, like how does a large group from multiple states all go to one state? Something's fishy. You all came to Minnesota. For some odd reason, you all came to Minnesota, right?
This is our state. This is our country. The Somali community loves this place better than anywhere else. But here's the
imagine trying to say that you are a citizen while you are on a temporary protected status and you literally have no citizenship whatsoever. It's crazy.
We have to be very careful with our leaders because you see, when there's hate, the last thing you want to do is to fight with hate. Because the love, fruitfulness, and what we've got here today is 10,000 times higher and stronger than hate. That's right.
He tries to do the pacifier way. Oh, we have to fight with love, guys. We have to love each other, love thy neighbor. That's not gonna work, bro. Get out of here, bro. He tries to go to pacify. That's absolutely diabolical. That's funny as fuck. He's like, we have to love each other, guys. Love thy neighbor, guys. Like, like the Bible, like the religion, love your neighbors, guys. Come on, man. We all love each other. We're human beings. We're here to stay forever. No, get the fuck out, bro. Get out. Goodbye. Absolutely diabolical. It's crazy. Trump's response, we have, this is about the National Guardsman being shot. We'll definitely skip that here. But we have Baron Trump, a commentary account. This is not the real Baron Trump here, but we have a spoof account that has been trolling the shit out of Ilhan Omar. Ilhan Omar goes to Somalia and says she feels happy to sleep on Somalia soil where you truly belong. Then why are you still in America? See, that's the thing, right? She wants to sit here, oh, my Somali community, oh, America is my country is our people's country, and blah, 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 blah. And then, like, some of her statements, she goes out and be like, oh, well, I hate America, and this, and that. America's bad. America, this, and that. Trump as president is bad. Somalia is so much better. My home, Somalia, is better than America. So what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. This is making no sense, bro. If Somalia feels like home, go build it. Don't destroy ours. Like, you gotta be kidding me.
When ay tahay in caawo aan seexanayo dhul Soomaali ah khaas ahaan Puntland in caawo aan ku hoyanayo. And waxaan ahay gabar Soomaaliyeed and waxaan ahay gabar Afrikaan ah. Marka taasna waa mid lagu faano. Kin way ka duwan tahay hadda markii aad imaatid dhul runtii aad u tahay gabar. When ay
Diabolical. She makes your legs nervous. She isn't going anywhere. Your hatred will only burn your heart, you poor thing. So we got lefty liberals trying to protect here. Why blame her? We did this. We had a law in place to stop this. It's all on purpose. Since Ilhan Omar is out of the United States, the Secretary of State, along with his revoke her passport, thereby stopping her from coming back into our great country. Let her stay in Somalia and help make America great again. Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. So, lo and behold, we have breaking news. It's confirmed, guys. President Trump has officially unleashed ICE into Muslim majority Dearborn, Michigan, and it is huge. Every illegal, every fraud, every sleeper, arrest and deport, no exceptions, no delays, no apologies. This is what real leadership looks like when a president actually defends his own country. Christ is king. Let's go right into it, bro. Let's go. It begins, bro. This is what we signed up for. This is why we voted Trump. This is why we voted Trump. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.